Do y'all have any personal stories with cryptids? I was on my way to go camping and had just crossed the Mackinac Bridge to get to Michigan's Upper Peninsula. It was storming and just started pouring buckets of rain. It was the kind of rain that forces you to put the windshield wipers on full speed and you still have to slow way down and strain your eyes to see. While driving up a hill, my daughter and I saw a man standing in the middle of the road. There was not great visibility with the sheets of rain, but we both pointed out the man standing in the middle of the road and we were worried he would get hit by a car. He turned and bent and then it was not a man. It was a huge black dog. We both thought it was a man at first and then it was a dog and I can't explain it. It could have just been the combination of looking up from the bottom of a hill and the rain. I just think it is odd that my daughter and I both thought we saw a man standing up at first and then it was a dog. I stopped on one side of the road to help it and so did a man on the other side in a truck. I am a dog groomer and always have slip leads in the truck. I love dogs, and always stop to help when I see one in the road, but I hope that someone else would be able to help it because my truck was stuffed with camping stuff and the only place it could go in my truck would have been the front seat with my daughter and me. It was still in the middle of the road looking back and forth between the man and I. I was a bit surprised to see how big it was up close. I also felt uneasy and intimidated by this animal. It looked almost like a black German shepherd, but much bigger, but also wolfish. I have been around a lot of big dogs in my profession, and if I had to guess what breed it was, I would say a wolf hybrid. The guy yelled over asking if it was my dog and I yelled back no. The dog was still in the middle of the road looking back and forth between the man and me. In my head I was repeating, don't pick me, over and over because A, I had no room in my truck and didn't want a giant strange dog that I thought was a person at first next to my kiddo and B, it gave me the creeps. The man then yelled, here boy, and patted his leg and the dog ran off to him. Seeing the dog was being taken care of, I got back in my truck and got back on the road towards our camping destination. My daughter was telling me how it looked like a person standing in the road and then when it turned it was a dog. We were both very confused. If it had been just me I would think it was the driving rain in my imagination, but my daughter saw it as well. It may not be paranormal, but it was definitely an interesting experience.